Alrighty. So, was on a call earlier this week with Owen Fuller, who's a new friend of ours. He works at Lucid in Salt Lake City, Utah. Anyway, we were talking about the concept of MindTrip and how we make it available to as many families as possible. And in the course of that conversation, Owen mentioned, hey, have you read this CNN article recently talking about Italian villages that are willing to pay people to come and live there? I said, no, I haven't seen it. So the next morning I hopped online, yesterday actually, and I read this article that was posted in CNN probably a week ago now. More and more of these villages in Italy are doing promos to try and attract people to their towns. One mayor is offering like $10,000 if a family comes and buys a residence and stays there. Another one is offering like $1,000 per kid that you have there. And so basically there are all of these villages, these small towns in Italy that are dying, and the local leadership is trying to find ways to attract people to come. So that got my brain worrying. Worrying in terms of whizzing. Okay, so I went online after reading the article, and I found basically the mayors of like 8 different Italian towns that were all mentioned in the CNN article in some way, shape, or form. A bunch of them, like 5 or 6 of them, are in Sicily. A couple of them are up north in the Piedmont area, so above Torino, kind of where the Winter Games were. Anyway, so I emailed them all in Italian. Thankfully I speak Italian, and just let them know, hey, this is our idea, and we're really excited about seeing if there's some sort of partnership, some sort of opportunity that we can create that would allow families to come and live in your town. I then went to France, okay, and I said, okay, great, so this is happening in Italy. Is it also happening in France? And I read this article in France that talked about over the next decade, 1,500 French villages, 200,000 farms will be left to rot, just dying out. And got a list in that article of a number of cities and villages in France that are on the verge of becoming extinct. Turns out the same thing is happening in Spain. So we've got towns that are dying, right? And we've got people that feel like they're stagnating, that they're dying a little bit inside. We connect the two, if that's not dramatic for you. And what happens? What magic can happen? We already know that big tourist areas like Rome, Paris, London, those are great to visit, but you're not going to be immersed in that culture because there's so much tourism that tourism actually becomes a barrier to entry. People are every day, they're interacting with tourists. And so you could be a tourist, or you can be the newest member of a community. And in these villages, smaller towns, even the Valencias, the Lyons, the Kigalis, you're going to be a new member of the community. You're going to be a new move-in as opposed to just a tourist that's passing through. So anyway, really excited about those developments. Like I said, I shot a bunch of emails out yesterday and waiting to hear back. I heard back from one already, one of the towns in Piedmont. Gave me links to what houses they're making available, so I'll follow up on that. But really excited about the prospect of combining MindTrip, helping villages that need an influx of life and families that are looking for a change of pace and a change of life, and seeing if we can combine something and make something that's really great there. So that's big news for this week. We'll keep you posted on developments. And please, as always, make sure that you subscribe. We need subscribers. Please share. And yeah, just keep letting us know what you're thinking of our journey.